Yes, she did. Well, good evening, Facebook land and YouTube land, and welcome to another episode of Supporting Black Authors Book Club. I am your host, Dr. Deborah Davis, coming live from New Jersey as we do every Wednesday night with an awesome author, along with my beautiful co-host, Dr. Angela Vette Williams Hawkins. Hey.
Hey.
So we have a special guest on tonight, Dr. Kelley Neal. Let me tell you a little bit about her. Dr. Kelley Neal, she was born and raised in Long Branch, New Jersey. She's a mother of a 12-year-old son, Jermaine, who she adores. And at the age of 15, Dr. Kelley was diagnosed with lupus type 2. Soon after her diagnosis, Kelley's health slowly declined, eventually leading her to struggle with a variety of illnesses, such as anemia and hypertension, and even undergoing 2 open heart surgeries. Wow. In 2016, her kidneys went into failure, causing her to begin dialysis, but eventually converted over to hemodialysis. And in the midst of her health journey, Kelley received her medical assistant certification, was inducted into the Miss Millionaire Mindset
Clap it
Sisterhood,
up.
launched her first biography named Still Here, A Woman Within Lupus, and also received her honorary doctorate in humanitarianism by the Church Beyond the Wall, none other than Dr. Deborah Davis. And as of today, Kelley is putting God first in every step she takes. She's currently on the kidney transplant list. She also is a kidney health coach, educating individuals on kidney health, including prevention and coping with kidney disease. And she's planning on getting her real estate license and in making her clothing line dedicated to dialysis patients.
Wow.
To keep up with Kelley's journey, please follow her Facebook page named Kelley Kidney Health Coach. Welcome to Supporting Black Authors Book Club, Dr. Kelley Neal.
Yes, thank you so much for having me. I'm like so excited right now. I'm super excited.
I read your bio. Yes. I read your bio. So is there anyone that you would like to give a shout out tonight? Oh, here's our favorite girl. Where is she? Dr. Tenaria Drummond-Smith.
Oh,
welcome.
I just want to give a shout out to anybody who is supporting me, anybody from the sisterhood, just my followers on my kidney health page as well, family members, but anybody who's here today, I appreciate it. And thank you so much for tuning in. Yes.
Oh, Miss Garrett, thank you. Another faithful watcher. God is still working huge miracles. Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Yes.
Yeah, what an awesome young lady. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Praise God. So, Dr. Kelley, her book titled "A Woman Living with Lupus Within." Still here. I'm sorry. Still
here. A woman
still here. That's what we need to acknowledge, that she's still here.
Yes, still here.
Woman within lupus. Now, out of that title, right? Yes. Mm-hmm. That word struck out to me, within. You didn't say with. Lupus. You said within. Let's talk about that.
Within. Yes. The reason I put within is because it's a struggle, having lupus, and it comes with so much challenges. It's an everyday challenge for me. Every day I went from, like I said, being diagnosed with lupus, and then everything started after that roller coaster of up and down, and illness after illness. After the lupus, then came anemia, then came heart problems. Then I had my 2 heart surgeries. Then it was a little break, but then they hit me with the kidney failure. Wow. So it was just, I just put within because it's not just having it. It's just, I'm dealing with it within, basically within.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking with the word within, opposes to with.
Right.
With is more like something that's like walking alongside you.
Exactly.
Yeah. But within,
that
thing is something that is within you. So that word, it really stuck out to me.
Right.
So I want you to explain to the listeners, what is lupus?
Lupus. It's a bone disease, basically. And they have different types. I have type 2. And type 2 really affects your organs, basically your kidneys, your skin, your brain as well.
Wow.
Sometimes your liver, and basically your muscles as well, like your bones, your joints. And that's the one I had, basically. It's an autoimmune disease. It's not contagious, because some people think it's contagious. It's not contagious. And usually they said is passed down through, family. But I was like, there's no one in my family that really had that. So I was very confused when the doctors were always questioning me, how do you think you got it? I'm like, I don't know. I have no idea.
Wow.
I got it. They couldn't really answer that question neither. So, but yeah, it comes with a lot of complications. And so excuse me?
Yeah, you were a young teenager.
Yes.
Yeah.
15 when they told me this. And when they first told me, I was like, what's lupus? I had no idea. My family didn't know what it was. We were like, what's lupus? So it was like all new to me. And then it was taking a toll on me quick, because before I went to the hospital that summer, that's when I got sick, because I was 304 pounds. I was a big girl. Right. So the lupus attacked me that summer, and I lost about 120 pounds by the time I went to the hospital in September. That whole summer, I was just losing weight. I wasn't eating. My bones were hurting me. I couldn't keep anything down. And I just went from like a big sponge to like this little skinny thing. So I knew something was wrong, because no one loses weight that rapidly, that quick, you know? So that's when they told me that I had the lupus.
Dr. Kelley,
Mhm.
Neal, I have a question. At
Yes.
15 is that age where you should be really like in high school, getting ready to graduate,
Yep.
just starting your teenage life, enjoying life, at that particular time. What did you know the Lord at that particular time?
At the time, I'm not going to lie. No, I wasn't. I grew up in a church, but then we fell off. We
Okay.
fell off. Right. So it wasn't my first thought to seek God, you know? And in my journey, as I mentioned in my book, in my journey, I do blame God for what I went through, though.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That
And
was
I
my
was
next
like,
question. Yeah.
yes, I did at one point. I did, you know, but that converted over, thank God. But yeah, I did not, we just didn't know what to do. And my family was not thinking, oh, pray to God or, like that, which was crazy now that I think of it. But yeah.
So at what particular time in your journey with the lupus that you just decided that, I'm not gonna, come out of this dark place, because you had a child in between. So I mean,
Yes.
it had to have been, a time where you like, okay, you know what, I'm gonna live my life, love came and, and then the baby.
Right.
So how old were you when you conceived?
I was 23 years old. Yeah, 20. No, I'm sorry, 22. I was 22. And then I had my son when I was 23. Yes.
And you had already been diagnosed. So
Yes.
can you
Yes.
tell the listeners what they should watch for, what type of symptoms first occur when you're being diagnosed, or even if you don't even know, what symptoms are there?
Okay, the symptoms I had, like I said, I had weight loss. I had muscle pain, like my whole body just hurt. I couldn't walk. Everything just hurt me. I was very weak, fatigued, tired, very tired. I was in the bed 24 hours a day. Your appetite goes away. You're not
Was this
eating.
before the diagnosis that you were having
Yes.
these symptoms?
Yes. And
And
it
you didn't know
wasn't
what it
even,
was.
no, I didn't even know. And it wasn't like it was for years. It happened all in that one summer. Like I ended my sophomore year of high school, and then we went into summer break, and it started as soon as summer break hit. And I was just in the bed for that whole summer for 3 months, just losing weight.
So for 3 months, you didn't know what was going on.
No, we didn't know.
Wow.
We had no idea. And my mom finally was like, the first day of school, she was like, let's go to the hospital. I'm like, okay. Yeah, let's go to the hospital. So yeah,
Valerie Garrett, she said you had a miracle child. Praise God.
Yes. That's why I always tell him. Yes, because you know what, the doctors did tell me that I was a high risk pregnancy because of the lupus, and they did tell me that it was either me or my son. But I was like, no, it's gonna be both of us.
Both of us.
They did tell me that I
Wow.
continued with the pregnancy that I could lose my son, and I'm like, I don't think so. Like I just kept.
Wow.
I was like, well, I'm gonna keep him anyway and just go through with my pregnancy, and I did. Here,
Look at God.
he's strong,
Look
he's
at
bigger,
God.
almost bigger than me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I was like, no, he's gonna stay. Yeah.
So does it at some point in time, when you had your son, and how old is your son now?
He's 12.
Okay, so
12.
Does this at any point in his life, has it affected him in like a negative way? Does he get depressed, or he feel like he has to protect you? How does it make him feel?
You know what?
That's a good question.
It is. I never really asked him how he feels about everything, but he's very supportive.
Active.
Like, he knows when I'm not feeling good. He'll be like, Mom, go rest. Like, to me, I feel like he's mentally strong because I'm sick with lupus, and his father is also, he's in a wheelchair. So I feel like my son, he's mentally
his father's
strong.
in a wheelchair. So what's wrong with his father?
Yes. No, he got into an accident after we had our son. He became wheelbound. So yes, wheelchair bound. So, and I feel like my son is mentally strong because I was thinking about it. I was like, imagine when your mom's sick and then your dad in a wheelchair. That's hard to deal with at a young age,
hard.
you know? But I do try to check up on him and make sure he's doing okay. So far, mentally, he seems fine, and he's very strong-minded as well, very independent, and he's very protective over me because he knows I'm like, "Ma, go rest. Do you need anything? Do you need help?" So he's very understanding. So
Mr. Bellamy, Keith Bellamy, he said him and his little Keith mother, they've been through all of that, and it's not easy.
Right.
No,
right. It's not easy. And me
as
a mom,
what were some of the worst challenges that you had to occur while dealing with?
I was just going to say that. Me as a mom, my worst challenges were when I would get really sick and have to be away from him for weeks at a time in the hospital. And then I felt like I was like neglecting him because I had to go take care of myself, like get better. But then it's like, I want to be with him too. But he would stay with my mom. Thank God for her. But that's the main challenge. I'm like, I don't want to be away from him. I don't want him to think I'm just putting myself first. But I know I have to, for me to take care of him, I know I have to be healthy at the same time.
Right.
I was like, I'm going to have to put myself first. And so I can be well enough to, to be a mom to him. So,
yes. Absolutely. Yeah. You have to come first. Like even no matter what the situation is in life, we really sometimes have to put ourselves first, because if we don't take care of ourselves, even if we don't love ourselves, we can't give that to nobody else.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. So we're no good to anybody else.
We're no good.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Dr. Tenaria Drummond-Smith says, what treatments are you taking to help you with the pain?
With the pain? Oh, you know what? I don't have no pain. I'm just being honest. I really don't have any pain. But once in a while, like this winter, this weather, the cold, it'll like kind of affect my joints. But I'll take like a little simple, like one Tylenol, not 2 or 3, just one is enough for me. And usually I'll take like a hot shower because that kind of soothes my joints. But I don't really have a remedy for the pain because I'm usually not in pain, which is good, which is really
But in
really
the
good.
beginning, there was more pain.
Oh, yes. In the beginning, before I was diagnosed, right. And I was, like I said, Tylenol, I was taking Motrin, Tylenol, the showers, what I thought I should do, run my hands under hot water, because the warm water just made my skin feel good, my joints and my bones. But I don't have a set remedy. I just take a little Tylenol or Motrin. Yeah.
I like this right
here.
I take that because he says having to see your child. That go through is most difficult part. So how did your parents accept your diagnosis?
My mom, because my father, he passed away when I was 14.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Thank you. My mom, she at first too was confused, like, why is this going on? She didn't know what lupus was neither. So we were all coping at the same time. We were all shocked, like, okay, let's adjust to Kelley. But it was hard adjusting the whole family. It was hard because we didn't know what was going on. We didn't have no knowledge on lupus, or because in our family, we really didn't see illness like that. Everybody was pretty healthy and energized. And then here I come, and then, so we was just adjusting. My mom too, but she's adjusting. She's doing pretty good with me. So, and she's very supportive. Anytime I need help, she's always there for me. And I like that. And she's an RN, so she knows, a little background.
That's a plus.
Yes.
And at one point in time, Dr. Kelley, you lost a lot of weight because you lost your appetite, right? So when did you get your appetite back? Because you gained some weight back, and so
so long. So okay, at first when I got sick with the lupus, my appetite was gone for like a year because I kept losing weight after that. I went from, like I said, 304 down to down to 2, right? And then I kept going. Then I reached into the ones. Then I was almost down to like 130 pounds about. Wow. And then after I got on dialysis, I started gaining a little weight. And lately I've been gaining weight because I guess I'm just eating healthier and things like that. But I kept losing weight. It didn't stop for a while. My appetite just started coming back really well back in 2018. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Wow. So are there any other physical appearances besides losing weight, besides weight loss? Are there any other physical appearances?
Yes, my hair was falling out a lot. Like right now it's doing healthy, but my hair it was a lot thicker than this. Your hair falls out a lot. Like I would have hair all over the floor, all over the bathroom, and it would
Mm.
just shed out of nowhere. Just shed, as you see here in the front too, so it's still going on a little bit, but I've been trying to, get my hair back on track. But hair loss, teeth too. Like I have this bridge done, but my teeth had fell out in the front from it was an accident, but it does affect your dental as well. Yeah. So like weight,
What about your
dental.
skin? What about your skin?
Oh yes. After I started dialysis, my skin got very dry, like my feet, my legs, your skin.
You said after you start, not to cut, you said after you started dialysis. So was the dialysis part of the lupus?
Yes. Because I feel like with lupus, it attacked my kidneys. So that's why I ended up on dialysis.
Oh, look at that. Look at that comment.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, that smile is
Yes,
a $1,000,000 smile. Yeah. You are a very courageous.
Yes, you're still beautiful.
Yeah, very courageous. You are, when I say unstoppable.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Unstoppable. Yes.
So to God be the glory that you are still standing, still here.
Yes.
You're still here to share your story. You're still here to share your story. You're still here to help somebody else. God has work for you to do. And that's why you are Dr. Kelley Neal.
And you are still standing. That's like
still here.
And you went through some other issues along with being diagnosed with lupus. You went through some other hardships. Is that right?
Yes, I did.
Would you like to share a little bit of that?
Yeah, I went through, you know what? Depression was a big thing I went through as well.
Talking about your glasses, Doctor. She's the glasses lady.
Yeah,
her glasses, Dr. Neal.
Thank you.
I told her I was going to steal her glasses. Oh, he said his mom. Okay, he said his mom is on dialysis. So
oh, wow. Okay. Is she on hemo or peritoneal dialysis? Because there's two different type.
So did you want to share with the listeners the other thing that happened to you while you were going through your struggles with lupus?
Yes. So once I, well, you know what? Not right away after I got diagnosed with lupus, but after I got diagnosed with kidney failure, I fell into a very, very deep depression. It was really bad. And that lasted for about 2 years. But I didn't tell my family. I kept it quiet. Just pretending, I guess I was fine, which I wasn't. I mean, I think they had an idea, but I kept that a secret. And while I was depressed, depression, I was just not myself. I wasn't combing my hair. I wasn't showered. I wasn't eating. My house was a mess. And then when I was on peritoneal dialysis, there was this it's like a cleanser. Like it's basically like a bleach that you clean your catheter with. I started eating that bleach to clean it. I started eating Alka-Vest 50. That's what it's called. If you guys want to Google it. I know I was eating it's basically chloride, is bleach. It's basically bleach. And I was not eating sick or anything. And when I would eat that, my throat would burn. And then I would get nauseous, throw it up. And once I was fine, I would do it again and again and again. So, but I knew eventually I had to stop eating that because it wasn't healthy for me at all. And that's the worst part of my depression I think I went through, when I was eating abnormal things like that, like chloride or bleach. I wish I had a picture of it so I could show you guys, but you could Google it. It's called Alka-Vest 50. That's what it's called.
So if you're just tuning in, supporting Black Authors Book Club, we are interviewing our very own Dr. Kelley Neal, along with my co-host, Dr. Angela William Huckins. And the name of her book is Still Here, A Woman with Lupus. And we're going to tell you where you can get her book. But I just have a couple more questions for her. And I'm sure Dr. Hawkins has a couple more questions for her. I would like to know, do you have any limitations? And are there any routines that you have prepared for daily activities of your life?
Okay. Limitations. Well, I know one thing with me, I don't like to stress. That's one thing I don't like to stress. I stay away from that. And my eating habit, I'm on a renal diet, so I really can't eat too many things because it'll make me sick or it'll affect my kidneys as well. I do a lot of
Mm.
praying too. I do a lot of praying. That's one thing I do a lot. But I'm trying to get in the gym as well. I'm trying to do that. But the overall, I try not to stress because when I stress, my body shuts down. I get really bad nosebleeds. I get really stressed. My hair
Mm.
out even more. I start to look all, my face, and then I start feeling sick. And that sometimes me being stressed, I end up in a
I
hospital.
am not
So
putting
I
that
tell
comment up. I
myself,
am not putting that comment up. I am not putting that comment up. Okay. So
oh,
are there oh, he made me forget my question.
uh-oh.
Oh,
So I have a
but
question for you,
are there
Dr.
any treatments?
Kelley.
That's what I was going to ask. Are there any treatments that can help you with
Mhm.
the lupus? I'm
Well,
sorry, Dr. Hawkins.
That's okay.
Well, the doctors, they told me they have medicine. So, but I haven't been on any meds for my lupus in a while because I haven't had any flare-ups, which is good.
Okay. Okay.
So,
Dr. Hawkins.
yeah, but mhm,
So I
yeah,
have a question.
yes,
Life has, dealt you some cards and you played them
mhm,
well, right? So you're
yes.
doing well. You live in life, in abundance.
Yes. Yes.
You're happy now. So is there, you're young, beautiful, um,
Very,
dating. Are you
very good.
dating? Is there a man in your life? Is there, a
Oh,
husband? Is
you know
there
what? At one point in my journey, I was single for like 3 years. Then I met my ex. We were together for like a year. We just broke up like a year ago, but that did not work out. So at the moment, I am just focusing on myself, being
Okay.
single and staying on track because I don't, right now, I'm not looking for anybody, but no, I'm single right now. And yeah,
Say it
so.
loud. She's single now.
Yes, I want to focus on
Right,
myself.
because
And
if he find
I'm
you,
single
you're okay with
too.
it, right?
oh no! Oh my goodness! No,
And I
I was
love
like, oh, no boys, no
it.
boys, because
All
they're a
right. No, we got to
distraction.
be serious. This is a serious thing here. You know.
Yeah,
So
so,
are there any foundations that you are a member of?
oh, I am a kidney health coach with American Kidney Fund. I'm with them, and I have my own kidney health coach page. And basically, we
Mhm.
just
Would you tell them what page, how to find your page?
okay, on Facebook. It's called Kelley Kidney Health page. I mean, coach page. Sorry about that. And you guys
Mhm.
can find me on Facebook. And basically, what I do on there, I just tell my experience about being a dialysis patient. I give like little health tips or like, the whole process with a transplant or being on a transplant list. And sometimes I'll just interact with the
Oh
crowd as
wait, are
well.
you on a transplant? You're on a list now?
Yes, I'm on the transplant list. Yes.
How
Hmm.
long does that last?
Well, it depends. It depends. I've been on the well, I was with Robert Wood Johnson. I was with
Hmm.
them, and I
Mm.
got taken off that list. That was when I was on PD, on peritoneal dialysis. Then I got
Hmm.
switched over to Livingston. I'm with them now with Cooper.
Oh,
So
oh,
I've been
okay.
on their transplant list since I'm gonna say 2020, about 2020.
How
But
long
I
Mm.
can
mean,
you stay on that list?
it depends as well because the younger you are though the quicker you can get a transplant, but it does depends if the transplants, I mean if the kidney's compatible with you, because I'm O type. So every time they get a kidney, it's not compatible with me because I'm O type. I can give but I can't get from everybody.
Wow.
So I know, I'm like, oh, they called me like about 4 times already, but every kidney was not compatible with me because it wasn't O type, so I have to wait. Yeah, and then in the meanwhile, on the transplant list, you do every 2 years, you have to get a updated echo, an EKG, blood work. And then if you have to see any doctors, make sure your heart doctor clears you. Because since I had the
Mm.
I always have to go to him every 2
It
years.
sounds like so much, you know.
It is a lot. It like
she's
I know
strong.
I am
She's
so
yeah.
sensitive.
it's
I'm
a
like,
lot.
I'm
It is a
choked up,
lot. It's very
actually, you
stressful
know.
too, and the waiting game is like, oh, when are they gonna call me? Or oh, they called me, but
Do you ever feel like somebody's jumping ahead of you on the list? And how does
usually, yeah, sometimes, because if you can't get the kidney, they're just gonna give it to the next person. That's how it goes. So
Now, I have a question. What about someone in your family?
he's saying it right there. He wish he was compatible,
Yeah, someone your friends, or
Mhm.
has anybody been tested?
no, not really. I mean, because I'm not really that close with my family, right? On my mom's side.
Wow.
They know
Sad.
my situation, but I'm not gonna ask them, because if they wanted to, they would have. I mean, because all they have to do is reach out to me. But
Right,
it's
right.
okay. I mean, my brother, he was looking.
That's sad. That's a sad situation
Yeah.
when you in this particular situation
Yeah.
for your family not
Yeah,
to be there
yeah.
for you. I
It's
want to ask the listeners, and I want y'all to put it in the comment. I want y'all to put this in the comment. Is there anybody that would donate a kidney
Oh my goodness.
if they were a match? Would you do it?
Right.
If you were a match, would you give up one of your kidneys if it was a family member, close friend, or
Right.
even a stranger? What would you do it? So
And that's
I
good,
want y'all
Dr.
to-
Deborah. That's good, because when my
Mhm.
father was living, I put that on Facebook, and I did get a lady to answer that call. But however, my father ended up, passing away. Like I didn't know this lady. She lived in California, but she was like, she'll do whatever she has to.
That's what I'm asking the audience. I want to know who would do that. My
Right.
son said he wish he was, because he would give his Nana one, his grandmother one.
Oh, okay.
Wow. See?
Wow.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard.
I'm gonna be honest and say that I don't know.
Right.
I don't know. I'm not going to say no, and I'm not going to say yes, because
Right.
I don't know if I could. I think like if it was like my mother, I'm
Mhm.
sure, I think I would do it.
Right. Right.
Like my son, I think it's just, come on, y'all, help me here. Dr. Hawkins.
Well, it's kind of a touchy thing, because today,
It is.
a lot of people are dealing with their own situations.
Right.
I do have a young lady that last year she came to the daddy daughter dance, and I don't know if you were there, Kelley, but she gave her father. She gave her father. She's young. Gave her father his kidney, because she said she could not live her life without him. And when I tell you, when they came out to the daddy daughter dance, the story was so powerful. Everybody was in tears.
Wow.
I know someone, a young man that gave his father one of his kidneys, and his father passed away 6 months later.
No, this young man, he's doing well.
Different situations, different strokes,
different.
different
Yeah.
things can happen.
Right. Her father is doing so well. They are so close
wow.
from since then. Yeah.
That's beautiful.
What group?
I love hearing that.
What group, Mr. Bellamy? Can y'all join me in on this group? You got to tell us what group that is. Okay,
Right.
so Dr. Smith says, yes, I would. Oh, here we go. This is what I'm talking about right here. Yes, I would. My mother was on dialysis. I wanted to give her one, but she didn't want it. What?
Right.
Wow.
You know what? As a dialysis patient, sometimes we feel guilty if someone's like, "We'll give you our kidney." I don't know if it's just a mental thing or something, but for real, I like my brother said he was going to do it. But then I was like, oh, you don't
look at that right there.
So, but
she said she had kidney stones.
Oh,
so
wow.
it would be for someone that would be compatible, didn't have any issues.
Right.
That's
why I said a lot of people are dealing with their own. So
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're giving us the answers here. That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Somebody's gonna hear this even after this, the replay.
Right.
And just keep your eye out, because you never know.
Right. Right.
Hold on. I want to do something real quick. Y'all keep talking. I'm about to bring somebody else on.
My father and I we were really, really close, right? He did ask me at that particular time. I was not ready to do it. You know, with my father, because I know my father also was not ready to change his lifestyle.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, do I give him this? Do I, give him that? And then he still, like, so that was a touchy situation for me.
Right. Okay.
Keep talking.
Yeah. So, but I'm so glad that you are still moving, shaking, doing things.
Yes.
You're being a prime example for so many out there that might want to give up.
Yeah.
So this right here, just lets them know that, you don't have to give up.
You don't.
It's not over until the fat lady sings, right?
Yep.
And
No.
the fat lady have not sung yet.
No, I never give up. I'm such a fighter. Like,
yes, I see. Yeah. You are amazing. You are amazing. You are amazing. You are amazing.
Thank you. I don't want nobody to give up. If you feel down, DM me, but call me, because I will give you a little like a little spiked speech to bring you up, because that's what I do.
And she definitely will. She did it for my brother when he was in the hospital back in April.
Yes.
And it's just a good time. Yeah, there was, and God took him home. Resurrection Sunday. But Kelley Neal was there.
Yep.
She's definitely a good coach. If anyone needs her, she's a great coach.
I was trying to bring someone in with us, but I will have to send them the link, and I don't have their email. So anyway, next time I wanted to bring one. He said, keep standing 10 toes down. Well, this is really good. It's interesting. And I'm like very emotional and sensitive. I feel other people's pain.
Yeah.
And he said, where are the men to hear this powerful message? You a man, you there, that's cool.
I guess he's talking about the masses. It's always, more women than it is men in any situation. But we do. I feel you, brother.
That's so true. It is.
I feel you, brother. We need to
every situation we show up.
We show up. Where's the men? Let's stand up, men. Let's come. Come on.
Right.
Help out.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Girls, let me do this real quick. Y'all keep talking. But
yes, again, don't give up.
Said, that's right up her alley, right?
Yep. Don't give up. Like, when my mom, let me tell you something. So my mom, she got assaulted at her job by one of her patients, and she wanted to give up. She wanted to. This happened right a week after we got back from vacation, and I had to do a pep talk that day in the ER to her. And I said, "Ma, please don't give it," because I felt like she was getting like depressed and stuff. And every day I was at her house, every day with my pep talk. Sometimes I have to talk aggressive so she can understand me. But I was like, "Ma, don't give up. Like, it's gonna get better. Don't worry." I
sent it, Keith. But, like your email.
Wow.
Yeah. So I'm good with pep talks. If someone needs it, I'm good, because I'm solid with who I am, so I know I can help somebody else.
Right. So you did basically what you did was you took lemons and you made lemonades. Like you did not allow
right.
You didn't allow your life to become, so sour that you didn't know what to do with it, right?
No.
So you turned that sour into sweet.
I did.
I did. That's a situation as far as a lot of the girls. We go through a lot of sensitive subjects, and we have a visitor, y'all. Let me see. His mom was on dialysis and stuff. Let's see if I can add him in. Hello. Welcome to Supporting Black Authors Book Club.
Hey, ladies.
How are you?
Welcome, Mr. Mouth Almighty.
Yeah, we wanted to let you on for a second since you understand the process of what this young lady is going through.
Peace and love. Yeah, absolutely. Like throughout all the challenges you go through, like when I'm not sure what your name is, right here in the pink.
Oh, Kelley. Dr. Kelley Neal.
Kelley, like when you go through those trials and tribulations with that pain and that suffering and all of that, you know what I mean? This is you feel like at times you feel like nobody's there for you, and you know what I mean. You just doing this on your own. It's not like that. It's just more or less of the time frame of everybody, how everybody's moving nowadays. You know what I mean? It's like, like, okay, I could see you having your little thing going on with yourself, and you got this little thing going on with yourself. But when it comes to somebody in your situation, that's more or less excuse me about the dog, but
Okay.
yeah, he barking and acting all crazy, and I'm talking to the lady.
Okay.
Shut up. I'm talking to the lady. He's mad because I ain't talking to him. But anyway, like that's very difficult. Like because when you go through stuff like that, I'm gonna take you back to when my son was going through what he was going through. This little Keith, right? And when he was going through what he was going through, it was like her side of the family was more or less like, oh, why your family not there? And this, that, and this.
Oh, wow.
What y'all mad at my family being there for? I'm here. So what seems to be the problem here? You know, it turns into like a craziness and a wild situation of you're not worried about the person that's going through what they're going through.
Yeah.
You're more or less worried about you and whoever else. It has nothing to do with nobody but that person that's going through what they're going through.
I want to interject here. I want to say that that's like another issue I feel like with our people, that we are a nation that really don't stick together.
Nope.
We're more like crabs in the barrel.
Yes.
You know, and it's sad that we don't unite and come together and stick together like we should. Now is the time, I think, that we really as a people should come together and stick together and stop the nitpicking, the cutthroat, the phoniness, the jealousy, it's way too much. It's way too much.
It really is overwhelming because at the end of the day, because you know what, by you saying that right there, it's so many people that love real hard, and there's some that don't love the way they supposed to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When you love like the way I do, it's like it's every situation is difficult to me when it comes to like a family member passing away or somebody sick. Like I'm really very concerned. Everybody don't show that compassion of worry and make it, you know what I mean, trying to call and make sure that this person is all right. And it's that this is just like more or less something to just talk about, you know, such and such sick. Like
check on your family members, check on your people, check on everybody. So look, Mr. Bellamy, we really want to thank you for coming on.
Thank you.
We want to thank you for your comment, but you're taking away from the author.
I told you, look.
Get back to her interview.
Hey, look. I was just trying to figure out what the men was, because at the end of the day, with what y'all just spoke about today, come on, man, you need some men to hear this, man.
They better get
on here and try to figure out what's going on.
Isaiah,
look. Look, ain't no flirtation, no craziness going on. I'm just look. You got three beautiful women here that's telling a story of how things are in their life. Like, come on now. Even if you don't say nothing, you can still listen. Like, come on, man.
Do me a favor. Share the video.
Right.
Thank you for coming on. We're gonna get back to our author, and we're gonna say good night to you. Okay?
Thank you.
All right.
Put it on blast. Thank you.
Oh, that was so nice.
That was nice, right?
That was so nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we have a question here.
Okay.
Do you go to the hospital to visit others who was diagnosed with lupus?
Do I go and visit others?
This is the last question because we are over our time.
I know, my gosh.
So,
I mean, I don't know anybody else who has lupus. I really don't. I really don't. But if I did and they wanted me to come see them, I would go. I would definitely go without a problem. I don't mind.
You have gone to, with kidney patients,
Yes.
so yeah. So I'm sure whoever,
Yes, that's not a problem for me. Every time somebody in my family is in the hospital, I'm right there too. So without a problem.
That's good. So I want you to tell the listeners where they can get Still Standing. Still Here.
Still Here.
A woman with
thin lupus. Because that's two different words. That's like with somebody walking beside you. But when that thing is within.
Right. Something else.
That's deep.
Yes.
That those scars that are within, that's deep.
Right.
A lot of people can't really understand when the scar, they can't see it on the outside. That's something on the inside. And you can turn that around to joy too. That's something on the inside.
Which is what she did.
Yep.
When you have a real smile, a true smile, it's coming from the inside, that inner peace, that joy, unspeakable joy overflowing. Right. And when it's real, when it's showing up on the outside. Right.
Exactly.
And so we want to thank you.
The word of God said he will give you a peace that surpasses all understanding.
But that's a difficult thing to explain. I tried to explain that to the ladies over at the jail. I tried to explain to them that I wish I could just cut them open and throw it in so they can feel what it really is. And it's a real gift that you can't buy this.
No,
you can't buy it. Jesus already paid the price. Come on,
he paid the price.
He already paid the price for this gift that a lot of people don't even understand or acknowledge or know how to receive it. Right. They don't know. They don't know how to receive the gift of peace. Even when you're in certain situations and you have to accept that and you don't want to wallow in it. Thank you, Dr. Washington.
Yes, thank you.
And you don't want to wallow in it. That's when Paul says, I press toward the mark for the prize of the high calling of God, which is in Christ Jesus. He's pressing towards the mark, but he says before that, he says, forgetting those things which are behind me.
Yeah.
He's not saying that we're going to forget everything that is behind us, but he's saying we're not going to sit and wallow in it. We're going to remember it. We're going to know what it is, but we're not just going to lay in it, wallow in it, and be woe is me in it.
Right.
Because we can't worry and have faith. Amen. Right. So if you are just tuning in, I want you to tell the listeners, Dr. Kelley, where they can get your book.
Okay.
If you want to buy the book.
Yes, I have a few platforms. I have Amazon. You can find it on Amazon. Yes. You can find it on Ingram Spark as well. And all the links, they're on my profile. So if you guys want to purchase it, go right to my profile, right to my bio, and it's all there. All the links. Yes.
Awesome.
And also on Barnes & Noble's website as well, on their website.
Awesome. Yes. And congratulations on your book.
Thank you. I'll show it.
My son,
I don't know if y'all can see it.
My son is the writing coach and editor on her
book.
Yes.
Dr. Terrell.
Yes.
Deshaun Williams.
Deshaun Williams.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. It was so good working with him. He was so patient with me, and I just loved working with him. He's awesome. And he was so cool. That's all I have to say. So yes,
I like that boy. I mean, young man. See, I'm old enough to be his mother.
Yes,
no pun intended.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to tell my age. Y'all know already. Okay.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So, I like to sow into your life. Do you have your Cash App?
Yes, I do.
What is it?
Okay, it's sorry. Miss Neal 8. That's what it is.
So is it MISS?
Yeah, no, MS and then Neal, NEAL 8. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Let me double check. Yeah, that's it.
All right. So if anybody would like to sow a seed into Dr. Kelley Neal, I don't normally do this. I see people dropping off as soon as you start talking about a seed. See, that's why they don't get them blessings. You understand where I'm coming from? That's like when you in church, soon as the offering people start tipping out, you know, they start tipping out. Soon as you mention sow a seed, people start leaving. Look, they gone, girl. Look, somebody put laughing out loud. But it's true. It's
true.
Right.
And even if you come back and you watch the replay and you still want to sow a seed,
right.
And Dr. Kelley Neal's life, even if you're not purchasing the book. How much is your book?
$35. Yep, 35.
35. Okay. Yeah. And that's a soft cover?
Hardcover.
Okay, that's why I asked. Yeah, okay.
Right.
Hardcover. Here it is. Right here in the flesh. Yes. I know y'all can't see it that well, but yes.
Okay. Yes. All right. So we're going to wrap it up. And I don't have anything for next week. Do we, Dr. Hawkins?
No, we have, but you know,
we'll find somebody.
Right. Yeah.
If you are an author and you are looking to be interviewed live on the Supporting Black Authors Book Club, please let us know. Go on the Supporting Black Authors Book Club page, post your book. We'll reach out to you. But we will be back on next Wednesday. We won't be on the Wednesday of Thanksgiving because I'm going to be making my sweet potato bread pudding.
Oh, goodness.
And that's my birthday week. So, yeah, I'm already celebrating, but I'm going to be extra celebrating.
Thanksgiving is already here, right?
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. So y'all have a very, very, very happy Thanksgiving.
Yes.
I want to thank you all for tuning in to the broadcast. And we definitely are going to come back next Wednesday with a surprise.
I love surprises. Let's go. Thank you guys
so much,
everybody. Thank you.
Listen. I'm serious. I really, really am overwhelmed with the audience and with the people that show up for us. So go back and look at the replay, and we'll see you on next Wednesday on Supporting Black Authors Book Club. Be blessed.